Existing and living.
Oh my God. Wait lang.
Are about to answer random questions millennials ask about life. Some of these questions are contained in that paper bag in front of you. So you are to pick one and answer it. So let's begin.
I like this question. I like this question.
Is it better to love and lose or never love at all? So, is there a time for everything?
Oh my gosh. So is it better to love and lose or never to love?
Yes, I believe that is true. I mean, time for me, it's an abstract thing, and time. We all have time for everything. Like we do things one at a time, and we shouldn't rush things. For me, like right now, even if the place you are in or we are put through, even if we don't like it right now, we don't want to be here right now. There would come a time where we would be placed at our best, and I think that should come a point wherein we've done all that we wanted to do.
So I think that it is better to love and lose than to not love in the first place, because for you to know that you have lost, you have loved, you have tried, and if you didn't, you wouldn't have known. It's hard to explain. I think what's important is that you tried or that you experienced better than nothing, because not loving is a sad thing, because I think we all need love, and at least you experienced it. You experienced love, and it's better than nothing. So it's better to lose because you've loved than to not love. Does that make any sense at all? I hope it does. So that's my answer.
Take a question.
So while picking, guys, you can follow me on my social media accounts, Twitter and Instagram, and you can add me on Facebook. So enough of the chena.
So the question that you got is, what is the difference between existing and living? So the question that you got is, how are we able to believe things we haven't seen yet? So what is your answer on this one?
Existing and living.
Oh my God. Wait lang.
if I'm going to differentiate the two, existing and living, I think the lower level between the two is existing, because like when you exist, you can just exist as a person or as someone who do not have anything to like do, or you do not really have, oh my gosh. Parang when you exist, you can act like plainly. Parang you really don't live your life to the fullest, I guess. When you exist, you can be unnoticed by people, but I guess since it is the lower level, the higher level is living, because as they say, like, as the cliche goes, you should live your life to the fullest, and as we are only given one life, I think living is the best way that we can do to really enjoy everything that God has given us and to treasure the moments that we can have with other people. So that's it.
Sa tingin ko, yung sagot lang dyan ay faith at trust. Kasi di ba, God, di natin nakikita si God, pero we believe na nandiyan siya. Yun yung faith natin. Sinasabi natin may black holes, sinasabi natin may electrons, pero di natin sila nakikita, di ba? Pero we believe na nandiyan sila. Ang answer ko lang dyan is faith. May faith tayo. At yung faith na yun, yung nagpapalakas sa pang-araw-araw na buhay natin. Kung ano man ginagawa natin ngayon, mayroong faith tayo. Tsaka sa mga choices natin, may faith tayo na parang mag-workout siya. Yun, faith.
So the question is, why do people fear losing things they do not even have yet? So the question is, how do you know you're enough for something or someone?
Okay, so why do people fear losing things they don't even have yet? So I would say that people have this thing called expectations. So this explains this in a way that they fear that it may not go to something that they have expected, kasi I'm a kind of person na I hate losing things, especially people. I really hate goodbyes. I'd cry a river because of this goodbye. So I think people fear losing things even though wala pa sila nun. Kasi nga meron silang mga expectations, meron silang na-expect nila na it should come this way, dapat magiging ganito yung kalalabasan, pero so yun, parang natatakot sila na baka hindi ito yung ina-expect nila, may mga standards silang sineset, and maybe that's the main reason kaya natatakot sila na mawala yung isang bagay na even though wala pa sila nun.
I know I am enough for something or someone. First, if like my basis is first, if I know for myself that parang I did everything that I can do, or that I gave everything that I can give for that something or for someone, like whether if for them that is enough or not, like mostly I won't care, because importante lang sa akin is yung in the end, parang yung may isip ko naman kung ano yung may iisip ko naman yung kung naging enough ba ako, like kung para sa sarili ko enough ba yung nagawa ko, not mostly for if what others think, parang ganun. And second is, though sinabi ko na mostly hindi ko naman iniisip if what other people think, if what I'm doing is enough, parang at some point papasok pa rin yung thought na, papasok pa rin yung thought na parang tama ba yung nagawa ko, or is someone happy or not dun sa nagawa ko. So parang kung maganda yung nagawa ko, someone will be happy, so parang that is enough. Ganun.
Okay.
So, show us your question.
This is my question.
So, what you got is, if we know we'll learn from our mistakes, why are we so afraid of committing them? So, what is your answer on this one?
For me, coming from someone who's such a perfectionist, I'm afraid of committing mistakes because I'm afraid to disappoint someone. I don't like the thought of disappointing someone and making them feel like what I did wasn't enough or it was subpar. That feeling is horrible for me. So, even though I know I will learn from my mistake, I still wouldn't like to commit a mistake because, as I've said, I'm a perfectionist and I don't want that. I don't want those things to happen. But mostly for the reason, that I don't want to disappoint someone or let someone down. That's it.
So, hi, good afternoon. I have been asking people about random questions that millennials like me ask about life. So apparently, it's my turn to answer these questions. So, let's just go ahead and pick one. Picking. I hope it's not so hard. So here's my question. Is it always better to have more choices? For me, yes, it is always better to have more choices. That's why there are these sayings, the more the merrier. And plus, if you have more choices, there are greater the chance that you will get one. It's like this old saying, kapag marami kang binato, sigurado may matatamaan. So as I was saying a while ago, at first I thought it is better to have more choices. But sometimes that depends on the situation that you are in. Because there are situations wherein it is better to have less choices, because the more choices you have, the more complicated things become. Well, at most there are a lot of advantages when you have more choices. But like I said, there are times that you need to have at least one choice. Because, like I said, it's going to make things risky. Especially when you are in a life and death situation. Sometimes you just have to stick to one. And that's it. That's all I can say for now. Advantage, you have a chance of getting more. Disadvantage, you might get the wrong one. Sometimes wishing for everything, you might even get the wrong ones. So thank you, that's my answer. So thank you for answering that question. So that's your final answer.
Yes,
So thank you very much for answering random questions millennials ask about life.
living and existing.
That is an interesting answer that you gave us. Thank you very much. So thank you for answering that question. So thank you for answering that question. So thank you for answering our question. So thank you for answering our question.